Hi guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. I was tagged by Adult Coloring with Megan a little while ago. I'm sorry it took so long. I just was able to get those books together for the Creative Haven scavenger hunt tag that she tagged me in. This is round 2 of the scavenger hunt. It was a little tricky, but I managed to find everything on the list that she provided. I will put the list down in the description box below for those that would like to do this tag. I'm not going to tag anyone just because I'm unsure if people have Creative Haven books. But if you have a collection of Creative Haven books and you have a YouTube channel and would like to participate in this tag, feel free to join in with this tag. If you want to mention my name, that's fine too. If not, you can just mention Megan's name and that would be great too. I think she kept it as an open-ended tag. So we will get started. I kind of have post-it notes everywhere trying to mark from 1 until 20, I think was the last one. So it's a 1 through 20 prompt list, and we'll just kind of get started. And if you hear noise in the background, it's just my daughter. She's playing. She's coming in and out of my room, so hopefully it's not too bad. So number 1 on the list I got from Summer Scenes by Teresa Goodrich. And let me see. Number 1 was the prompt was beach, so I chose this picture. It is obviously a picture of a beach. There's a sailboat. There's a few boats here in the water, and there's palm trees. We've got an umbrella, little lawn chairs, kind of like a little getaway type of picture. Nice beach scene. It looks like it could be a sunrise or a sunset type of image. So I chose this one, and I actually had quite a few beach scenes to choose. I just happened to pull this book, and this was the first page in the book, so I just put it as number 1. So that is a beach scene, and that is out of Summer Scenes. Number 2 I got out of Ocean Fantasies. Put my note card back on Summer Scenes there. And number 2 is, so number 2 is Under the Sea. And I thought, well, I could do like under the sea fish and things like that. That is pretty typical, but I wanted to kind of think outside the box a little bit just for fun. So I did this undersea picture with this giant octopus taking down this pirate ship or this ship because it's going under the sea, and it reminds me of like 7 Leagues Under the Sea. It just looks really cool, so I thought I would pick that for number 2, Under the Sea. And this is Ocean Fantasies by Erin Pocock. So that is that one. Going back into Summer Scenes, I have number 3 on the prompt list, and that was a lighthouse, and that is my lighthouse right here. A lighthouse was actually more challenging than I thought. Everywhere where I thought there was a lighthouse, it was a windmill. It wasn't a lighthouse. So I was fortunate to find one in this one. But I did find a couple small ones and other ones, but this was the largest one I found. So this is my lighthouse scene. It's kind of on a beach. And yeah, that one is also Summer Scenes. So yes. Number 4. Grab it. So number 4, I wanted to think outside the box as well, because I'm sure many people don't see this book very often. This is Flower Fashion Fantasies. It's a fashion coloring book, and it's by Mingju Sun. And the number 4 was a tropical flower. And I chose this girl right here. Her dress and her headpiece are all made out of tropical lilies. So these are all a tropical form of a lily. And I think it looks really cool. So I picked this for my tropical flowers because lilies are pretty tropical. So yes, that is number 4. Number 5, I pulled out my big book here. This one is By the Seashore, Color by Number by George Tufexis. This book is really hard for me to color, but I did manage to find the picture I needed for this one. And it was supposed to be a beach shop. And I had another book that like sold drinks and stuff like on a beach, but this one I thought seemed more like a beach shop. So we have this rental store where you can get surfboards and kayaks and canoes, and it kind of has a little scene in it. It's got a board right here. I don't know if you can tell, the line work is very faint compared to others, but this is a shop and it's on the beach, so it is my beach shop. And this By the Seashore is a combination coloring book of George Tufexis. It has, I think, 2 of his books in it. Let's see what it says on the back. Usually it says what 2 books it is. But one of them's like the Ocean Life book. Sea Life, yeah. So it has the Sea Life book in it and the By the Sea book. So if you like sea type of stuff and you like George Tufexis's books, you can try to get this one. I don't think it's on Amazon. I think you can only find it at Walmart. But that's By the Seashore. And that was number 5. So number 6 I have in this book is Romantic Country Scenes coloring book. And this one is by Teresa Goodridge. And let me see what number 5 was. Or 6. 6 was camping. So I chose this page. We've got a cabin in the back, but this couple right here has a tent and they're enjoying some hot chocolate. They have a little, there's no campfire or anything, but I chose this for the camping scene just because I wanted to be different than the other ones that other people have chose. And since there's a tent and a cooler and everything, I thought, yeah, it could be camping because there's a tent. And there's a couple and they're together and they're having fun. So, yeah, that is my camping scene. I'm going to put this back on there so I don't lose track of where I am. Number 7. We're going back into Ocean Fantasies coloring book by Aaron Pocock. Put that away. And this is a treasure chest. So I chose this one because it has a treasure chest. Actually, it has a giant anchor as well. And I almost didn't find a treasure chest. I was fortunate to find this towards the end. But then after I found this one as I was flipping, I flipped a couple more pages and there's another one. So this book actually has 2 treasure chests in it. So this has lots of sea life stuff. Number 8. I got from Country Farm Scenes coloring book. This one's by Teresa Goodridge, and this was Picnic. I chose this one because we have, I'm not sure if this is a picnic. Kind of looks like a wine tasting, but there's a picnic basket, so I'm going to call it a picnic because there's not too many picnic scenes in the books that I own. So since there is a picnic basket, I'm going to call this a picnic. We've got grapes, cheeses, an apple, I think that's a peach, And this is wine, I know for sure, because of the bottle. And then there's a cheese knife right there. And there's some cows in the background. So, gotta have cows if it's a country scene, right? So that is this one, Country Farm Scenes. Number 9, I got out of the Creative Kittens coloring book by Marjorie Sarnat. And it was flowers. And this one, I could have used it for 2 prompts, but I decided to use it for flowers. We've got kind of like gardening stuff going. There's a flower border, and all these kittens are coming out of flower pots. There's a frog right here. Yeah, there's just a shovel in regards to gardening tools and a watering can. It's mostly just flowers and flower pots, and then the little kittens coming out. And there's a sun as well, looks like. These pages can be a little busy. What I suggest if you pick up one of Marjorie Sarnat's books is working it in sections, and then it won't seem so overwhelming or intimidating, and you'll be good to go. So that is this one, Creative Kittens. That's number 9. Number 10, I got from Magical Landscapes coloring book, and this one is by Miriam Adato, and it was supposed to be boats on the water, and I had lots of pictures of boats on the water in books that I've already chose, but I really wanted to pull something different just so you guys can see different books. And this one only has 1 boat, but I figured it was okay. This book is very whimsical, and I want to say doodleicious, but like it has lots of doodles and Zen doodly type artwork in it. If you can look at this with the waves and how they've done like this is supposed to be like sand or the bank, and how they've done the mountains. These are actually really fun to color. So I think they have, yes, they've colored that page right here. See how neat that is? And you can use crazy color palettes, which is really fun. So that is what I chose for Boats on the Water, or Boat on the Water, Magical Landscapes. Now I need to find number 11. So that one goes back to the Summer Scenes book. And it was Children Playing. So I chose this one of 2 little girls. They are playing at the beach. And they've made sand castles, and she's got a giant beach ball. I think this is supposed to be a pinwheel right here. It's very fun. They're probably sisters or something. And they're looking like the mom's probably taking the picture and saying, okay, say cheese. So they're just playing and having a good time on a nice summer day. So that is why I chose this one. All right, so we're on number 12. Number 12 is Cheerful Inspirations coloring book, Laugh More, Worry Less by Teresa Goodrich. And this is one of Teresa Goodrich's brand new releases. It has all inspirational quotes in it. So if you like coloring quotes, you'll like this book. So the number 12 was Fly a Kite. I chose this one. We've got 3 kites here. One has a smiley face, and then we got these 2. And it says, be somebody nobody thought you could be, is the quote. And obviously it's a nice sunny day in this picture. You can make it really bright. You could do 1 color palette. You could do whatever you wanted to this one. It's a really fun one. I am glad I found it, because I probably wouldn't have had a kite page otherwise. So that's Cheerful Inspirations. The next one, number 13, what is in Wish You Were Here coloring book by Teresa Goodridge. Now this one was one of those, I was thinking outside the box of what I would personally want to see. And number 13 is a front porch scene. And there's many front porch scenes in like all of those home books that Teresa does and the scene books. So I wanted to kind of branch out just a little bit. So I chose this one. I don't know if this is a front porch, could be a back porch, but this is at basically in a tropical location, what it might look like on a porch. And here we have the water, there's a boat, and there's all these beautiful flowers and palm trees. A nice little area. This kind of looks like a lounges that you can relax. They've wrapped the towel, so it's like a getaway totally. But I think it would be a fun like porch scene just to have all this stuff as a porch. So yes, that is what I chose. Wish You Were Here. The next one, that was number 13. Number 14 is in this book, Romantic Country Scenes. And I think, yeah, this is number 14. It is kayaking. So I don't know if these are kayaks or if they're canoes, but I'm going to say they're kayaks. So I'm going to choose this for kayaking. After I found this is the first one I found actually. And then I started flipping through even more books. And then I found like in Italy, the gondolas, that could be considered a kayak or boat on water. I also found in a lot of Chinese books, like the Chinese vintage fans and things like that. They had some long skinny boats as well. So there was quite a few things, but I didn't see like what I know is a kayak, where it's been enclosed on the top, what has the two little holes for the people. So I just went as close as I could, and that is why I chose this page. But there was quite a few skinny boats that I did come across. So that was Romantic Country Scenes. The next one, number 15, I pulled from this one, and I was so glad I was able to pull this book because I didn't get a pull at the last tag, and I really think this book should be shown. It's called Enchanting Fairy Tale Scenes. This was my first Creative Haven book, and I absolutely love it. It's by Marty Noble, and number 15 was a bird, so I chose this one. We have a bird and we have Thumbelina on a bird. I'm really big into fairy tales, so any book that has a fairy tale in it, I really, really enjoy. And there's some beautiful flowers, and I think this is like water in the background. But yes, that is my bird. Enchanting Fairy Tale Scenes. All right, so that was number 15. Number 16 is my last one in Summer Scenes. So I did quite a few in here, actually. Without this book, I probably would be missing quite a few prompts. The last one in here was 16 was fishing. So here we have a young man with his tackle box, and he is fishing in a pond. It looks like there's a cabin. Yeah, and he has a dog here. Just nice relaxing fishing. Looks like he has a fly on there, so I guess it's fly fishing, but yes, that is fishing. Summer Scenes.
All
Alright guys, I'm just grabbing these books off the floor. So number 17 is in my completed pages portfolio. So when I complete a Creative Haven coloring book page, it is perforated, those books, so I take them out of the books and put them in my portfolio. And number 17 is a bike ride. So this one is definitely a bike ride. I did this with all neons, highlighters, neon gel pens, neon pencils. This is totally not your traditional color palette. I was doing it for a neon coloring challenge. Now, and this was a long time ago. I see like so many errors when I look at this page, but that's okay. So this is the bike ride page. So that is that one. I'm going to kind of keep that out or to the side because I'll need it in a second. Number 18 was in this one, Main Street coloring book. And number 18 was gardening tools. And I was going to use that kitty picture that I showed earlier, but then I came across this and it had tons more gardening tools than that one. Because it has a rake, has a shovel, watering can. We have other tools too. We've got ladders and more watering cans, buckets, pots. You have your other tools too, like nails, screws, super glue, just any kind of hardware. So that is why I chose this one, because it fit all of those criterias of tools. And that it says vintage hardware on the top. So this is what it would look like on an outside of a storefront. And that is in Main Street, and this is by Teresa Goodrich. And number 19 is in my completed pages as well. Let's take that off. And number 19 was Sunshine. So I did this one. I did this one back July 3rd, 2020. So it's been a while. And it has 4 sunshines. It's in a mandala. I really wanted to pull a mandala. This particular page is from Nature Mandalas. The one that had the bike riding, that one was from Autumn Scenes, just so you guys know. But this one's from Nature Mandalas. And I've colored it with gel pen and colored pencil. And I can definitely tell my coloring has gotten better since I colored this, because I don't even color like this anymore. But you learn through time. This is a really fun book if you like untraditional mandalas, the Nature Mandalas book. And then finally, the last page, number 20, is Rainbow. Now this one was a little hard for me. I have colored pages and put my own rainbows in it, but I really wanted to find something that had a rainbow already drawn into the picture. This book is relatively new. This one was gifted to me. It's called Mythical Fashions Coloring Book by, I think this is Renate Edel. And this is the one I chose. I don't know if this is supposed to be a rainbow, but I'm going to call it a rainbow because obviously it has enough lines to complete a full rainbow. She's like a goddess and she's pulling a rainbow from her hand. We've got a sunburst in the background. I guess you could have used this for sunshine as well. And I think these are orchids around her. She has orchids growing from the clouds, which is really neat. This book has finer lines, so I suggest pencils. If you're going to use markers, be really, really careful because bleed out can be really bad. So, yes, that is this one for Rainbow in Mythical Fashions. So that is all of the prompts. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. Sorry I haven't been on doing videos lately. I've been very busy with graduations and several different things because of the month of May is kind of a busy month for me, but I will try to keep up with videos and posting as often as I can. If you have questions, you can always message me on Instagram, or you can email me in the email I put below in the comments. I try to respond to those as quickly as I can. And yes, I hope you guys are doing well and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and take care, guys. Bye.